Okay, so the third biggest mistake people make with how they get their electricity, or the second biggest mistake when they're looking into solar and batteries, is that they say things like, "Oh, this is too expensive. I'm going to wait until I have enough money to pay up front for it. I'm just going to keep paying for electricity bills for the meantime. They're not that bad. They're, you know, um, and so they put it off. And what it ends up that what does that mean? It means it ends up costing them more, right? So, and it just means it's kind of like someone that rents their home. They're forced to keep paying rent every week, every month, every year, until they can actually be in a position where they can own the system, where they can buy it. But what people aren't aware of is that there is another option. It's like taking out a mortgage on a home instead of renting forever. And so, like, I mean, if you've bought a home, why didn't you just keep renting forever, right? You could have just done that. Why didn't you just do that? You're probably going to tell me that because it's going to cost more, right? And that's exactly the case. It's a lot like that with electricity. You can either just keep renting electricity forever for the rest of your life, or you can own it. And you can take out a mortgage on your electricity. And so we have different avenues available for that. One of them is to refinance the home loan. Another is that we have a green loan available. And so what that entails is that you can call it a lot of people have this negative connotation as soon as they hear the word loan. But you can think of it as like a build to ownership plan, where instead of paying for electricity forever, you can you can call it a bill swap as well. You can swap out your electricity bills that you have to keep paying forever, with them increasing the rates every year by up to 30% in a single year. Instead of that, you can swap out the bill with a similar amount monthly bill or lower, and then eventually not even have those bills anymore. And then there's no more electricity bills for the people that we helped. Yeah, that's right. We not only able to help lower them, but even eliminate them. And oftentimes the people we've helped get credits instead. So not just credits, but they're actually able to withdraw those credits to their bank account so they can actually make money. Like for example, Rob was spending $250 a month before we installed his 17 kilowatt and 19 kilowatt hour solar and battery system back in 2024. And then over the 8 months of having his system through to July 2025, he had $1,200 in credit that he could withdraw to his bank account. So he saved about $150. Not only saved $250 a month on his electricity bills, but Amber paid him $150 per month on average. So he saved $400 in total per month. But that wasn't the biggest reason for him. It was just mainly for not just for the financial savings, but also just more self-sufficiency with his electricity, so that he's no longer being forced to keep renting it from the electricity companies every single month and every year. So in summary, we have a green loan available. You can call it a bill to ownership or a bill swap, where you swap out your electricity bill with a lower monthly bill for a set number of years with fixed monthly repayments that you're able to pay in advance, so that you can pay it off earlier and pay less overall. So that way you can save more on your electricity for the long term, and where you'd be avoiding paying for the rate hikes in electricity every year, which have been 9 to 11% per year on average over the last 5 years, and up to 30% 3 years ago, when after Russia invaded Ukraine and caused a spike in gas supply, which a shortage in gas in natural gas, which is used in gas-fired power plants, and so consequently the cost of electricity went up. by 30% that year. And so now we have what's happening in Iran with the Strait of Hormuz being blocked, with oil and gas exports being restricted through that strait. And so over the next 6-12 months, we may well be seeing another significant spike in electricity rates as well. I mean, that's good for us because we'll probably be having more people contacting us because they get these electricity bills that were more than what they were expecting. So they're like, what's going on? I need to get this fixed. Help me out here.